Good morning students. Now in this video I will continue the question and answer of the chapter second, A Long Walk to Freedom. Now the question is, how does Mandela describe the system of government in his country in the first decade and in the final decade of the 28th century? Answer: in the first decade of the 20th century, the whites erected a system of racial discrimination against the blacks. They set up most inhuman system of apartheid where the blacks were denied the fundamental rights of freedom. In the last decade of 20th century, the system was overturned and the policy of apartheid was uprooted and a new non-racial democratic government was installed to set up equal rights. Next question: what does courage mean to Mandela? To Mandela, courage means the triumph over fear, the victory over fear. According to him, a brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but a brave man is he who conquers that fear. It means get victory over the fear. What does he think is natural, to love or to hate? Mandela thinks that to love is natural because quality of love comes to our heart naturally. On the other hand, we have to learn the quality of hate. This quality does not develop itself. Now, the oral comprehension check third. First question: what twin obligations does Mandela mention? Answer: Mandela mentions that every man has twin obligation. Twin obligation means double duties. The first obligation is towards family, parents, wife and children. The second obligation is to work for his people, community and the nation. What did being free mean to Mandela as a boy, as a student? How does he contrast these transitory freedoms with the basic and honorable freedoms? For Mandela, freedom had different meanings at different stages. For him, as a boy, freedom meant to run freely into the field and to swim in the stream. Stream means here river. As a student, freedom meant to stay out at nights, to do free things. But after this, he realized that this sort of freedom was only an illusion. For him, the basic and honorable freedom were achieving his potential, earning his keep, marrying and having a family, and to live in the society with dignity and respect. Then he found that childhood freedom and boyhood freedom was not exact freedom, but it was the illusion of freedom. Next question: does Mandela think the oppressor is free? Why? Why not? Mandela thinks that oppressor is not free. This is because a man who takes away others' freedom is a prisoner of hatred, evil human qualities. According to Mandela, neither the oppressor nor the oppressed is free. Both are equal as they are robbed of their humanity. Now, thinking about question: why did such a large number of international leaders attend the inauguration? What did it signify the triumph of? Answer: at a large number of international leaders attended the inauguration ceremony of first democratic non-racial government in South Africa because it was the end of apartheid regime of the white. In real sense, it was the victory of humanity. It signified the triumph of humanity against discrimination on the basis of color. It was a unique day in the history of South Africa. Next, thinking about question, what does Mandela mean when he says he is simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before him? Mandela wants to say that he was not all alone on the path of freedom. He was guided by all those African patriots who had gone before him. They were also tortured for their mission. Would you agree that the depth of oppression creates the heights of character? How does Mandela illustrate this? Can you add your own examples to this argument? Yes, it is true that depth of oppression create heights of character. World history is full of such examples where oppression produced great leaders. In South Africa, oppression and brutality means cruelty, produced great leaders like Oliver Tambo, Walter Sisulu, Bram Fischer, Chief Luthulus, Yusuf Dadus, and Mandela himself. We can say that the history of India is also full of such characters like Subhash Chandra Bose, Chandrasekhar Azad, and Mahatma Gandhi. They also emerged as a great leader due to depth of oppression. How did Mandela's understanding of freedom change with the age and experience? Mandela's understanding of freedom changed with age and experience. When he was a boy, freedom meant only to run freely in the field and to swim in the stream or river nearby his village. Later on, he realized that it was an illusion, and now he realized that freedom had been taken away from all the black Africans. Now he decided to get the real freedom.